Okay, we broke the news last night that the ETFs were moving ahead for XRP and Dogecoin, but there was some interesting things that, well, simply put, no one else is talking about it, and these are even bigger. We'll break exactly down what I'm talking about in this video, but you definitely need to see it because let me tell you, Brad has been networking with some very, very important people, and I think we're about to see something very special turn up on the books for XRP. So smash up that like button to a brand new all-time high. Make sure people see this video. Click that share button and make sure you are dialed in and subscribe to this channel. We bring you the latest and greatest in cryptocurrency content, whether that be news, reviews, technical analysis, and XRP. That being said, let's get into the video. So, hands up, metaphorically speaking, if you remember this picture. This was when we dubbed the moment in history for cryptocurrency. David Sachs, the new appointed crypto czar, and his team bringing together what was supposed to be a movement for cryptocurrency, adoption, Bitcoin reserves, altcoin reserves, and much, much more. Didn't quite hit the mark, is fair to say, but I want to draw your attention to this man here. Very interesting that he's on the front line. So he is Senator Tim Scott, and we know that he's pro cryptocurrency and pro innovation. Well, guess what? Brad Garlinghouse tweeting out today that he has been in DC with not only Tim Scott, but Republican Richie, as well as many, many others, talking specifically about crypto and legislation through a bipartisan agreement. Very interesting. He says, quote, walked away from an action-packed day in DC yesterday with the feeling that there is finally an incredible opportunity to advance meaningful bipartisan legislation that establishes clear, constructive, and pro-innovation regulatory framework for crypto. Thank you to these great leaders and more. So this, for me, cements exactly what we've been talking about here on the channel. Because this, for me, gives Brad that in with those people that are going to move and make the decisions around cryptocurrency, innovation, and adoption in the US. And it doesn't stop there. Here's pictures with all of them. This looks like a very interesting day. Again, as to what may be discussed. What is also good is Stuart Aldertree there. And on the back of that, we then obviously get that push through with the XRP ETF, that 19B filing going forward for the SEC to have a look at. So very interesting that we see this. And it doesn't stop there. And you kind of have to put a number of things together to get to a point where you say something is cooking and I don't know quite what it is. And another thing people have been talking about is this, that Donald Trump Jr. started to follow Ripple. Now, many people would say, "2-bit, this is just not the biggest thing in the world." However, there has to be a reason for it. The fact that Brad's been in DC, the fact that he's been liaising with, again, these Trump-appointed individuals, and then all of a sudden Donald Trump Jr. starts to support Ripple, very interesting. Could there be a movement for World Liberty Finance? Could they be moving to XRPL? Could this be something to do with liquidity? Who knows? But we know that then Trump tweeted out talking about Ethereum. They've been stacking their bags with Ethereum now for about a week. Could we start to finally see XRP make its way into that World Liberty Finance portfolio? Very interesting indeed. And I'm sure some of these things will not mean anything, but it is curious that you see Brad in DC, those ETF filings push forward, Donald Trump Jr. following Ripple, and again, people talking about huge moves in the markets. The market's been pretty stale. Let's just call a spade a spade. We've been tracking XRP price now for a while. There's so many bullish catalysts. It is a miracle that we are not absolutely pumping to oblivion, but I do believe the time will come. Whether we pump to $110, there are people that predict this point. I don't know if I'm in that bag. I would absolutely love a $110 price mark. However, there is a significant way to go. $13 could be an interesting argument. And I think certainly we could see 10 in the very distant future, in the very not so distant future, and then maybe push on further past that. Take a look at the chart right now. Again, holding up that 250 range on a positive ETF move. Again, you take a look at the weekly. It's still looking very bullish here for Ripple with that double top formation, but still a upward trend. So you could argue that if you were looking at a more micro sentiment, the market still has a lot to go. Bitcoin about 96,500. But for me, there is so much coming with XRP, lots of stuff going on in the background that only a few are talking about. So make sure you are subscribed to those few. One of us is absolutely on the case to make sure that we bring you the latest and greatest, whether it's price predictions, market moves, technical analysis, or the latest news. We got you covered here on the 2-Bit Crypto channel. So hit that subscribe button and don't miss a beat. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.